Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who episode review. Today I'm reviewing Time of Angels, which should be my second last review of the year. Maybe it's the last, it's either the second last or the last. Because my next review is The Time of the Doctor, this year's Christmas special, but I won't go into that until my next review, because that's on Wednesday. I mean, to be totally honest, I can't wait. And it's usually my highlight of Christmas. So I think I said in my review of Blink that I'm not a very big fan of the Weeping Angels. That even though Blink was an alright episode, other than that, they're just way too overrated for me. Just are. And then in Silence of the Library review, again on my last channel as well as Blink, I said that the song is overrated too. Not as overrated as Blink, but so not as overrated as the Weeping Angels, but she's still quite overrated. She's used way too much nowadays. And it was this kind of time in series 5 where she kind of begins to irritate me. Yeah, the plot. It's a very good kind of idea, and obviously Moffat has kind of been wanting to write this story for a while, because it was spoken about in Silence in the Library with the diary thing. And it turned out alright. The fact that the angels have kind of like, you know, it's just good. I can't really explain what I like about it, really. And don't get me wrong, because I don't love this story or anything. It's just kind of the plot is much better than I originally thought. So I haven't watched this story since it first aired in 2010 or whatever it was. And I just love the way, you know, the Weeping Angels were used in the story, which is great. And I don't usually talk about costumes because it's kind of sad, but I do like the fact that he loses his tweed jacket in this one, because it's always nice to see kind of like a jacketless Doctor. That kind of sounds a bit gay, but it kind of does. It is nice to see the Doctor without his tweed jacket, just with his shirt, bow tie and braces on. I just think that's alright. And I really like Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS, the costume in that as well, purely because of that. And the acting as well. The acting was great in this story. I really adored the acting. The guy who played Octavian, he was just, you know, he was brilliant. I can't explain, you know, how good his acting was, but it was very good. And then Matt Smith, again, very good. He is probably one of my favourite Doctors, and I have kind of changed my mind about Doctors, because my second favourite used to be Pertwee. I mean, it's always been Tom Baker as my favourite, well, since maybe 2006, when I first watched one of his stories, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was Robots of Death that I watched, and I really enjoyed it, and now that is actually my third favourite story of all time. And yeah, Karen Gillan, again, a great actor. She's not one of my favourite companions, but she's alright. I think she is quite overrated though. But she's alright. She was alright in this first series, but then in her second series, in series 6, just don't like companions who, you know, kind of like fight back, because because in my opinion, companions are for screaming and asking the Doctor questions. Because obviously that's how they were in the classic series, and that's, in my opinion, how they're supposed to be, because they're like, obviously the audience will be asking questions during stories, and the companion is always the person who asks that question and gets it answered by the Doctor. So the fact that they're just kind of like fighting back, it just kind of irritates me quite a lot. Not sure why, I don't know why I let it irritate me. In my opinion, this is the only thing that kind of lets it down is River Song and the Weeping Angels. I do like the way the Weeping Angels are used. They're just, I just don't like them as monsters. I'm not sure why actually. They never scared me at all. I know they scared a lot of people back in 2007, and they were apparently one of the scariest monsters. They're not. I just don't think they are. And when people just ask me why I don't like the Weeping Angels, I say they're just not scary, they're too overrated. You know, and they'll say they're the scariest villains in Doctor Who. No, they're not. You know, go away. You know, the Daleks were alright. I love the Daleks, they're great monsters. And obviously they're 50 years old. Saturday, I think it was. So they are quite old, and they are obviously the oldest monsters in Doctor Who. I obviously do love the Cybermen as well. I think there's only a few Cybermen episodes I dislike. Closing Time, I didn't like that. I didn't really like the Age of Steel story, because that was a load of bollocks. Just looking up here, Attack of the Cybermen wasn't too good. It's alright though, it's kind of underrated I suppose. The Next Doctor, I didn't like that. I think they are used a bit too much. Nightmare in Silver wasn't too good either. I did like Nightmare in Silver more than a lot of other people did, but I still didn't really enjoy it that much. I have got high expectations for Time of the Doctor though. So yeah, thanks for watching this review. I'll give this story a 5 out of 10, kind of half marks, because it's not a great story, but the plot is alright and the acting is alright, so I can't really give it less than a 5. That is kind of harsh, but I don't care. So yeah, next time I'm reviewing Time of the Doctor, with the Weeping Angels, the Silence, the Daleks and the Cybermen. And I really can't wait for that. And the fact that the Doctor loses a leg as well. Sorry if you don't want to know about spoilers, but tough. And then obviously this is the Doctor's final regeneration. Obviously you've got the first 8, then you've got the John Hurt Doctor, so that's 9. Then you've got, well, that makes Christopher Eccleston 10, making David Tennant 11. But then a lot of people forget the end of time, the Jonah's End regeneration. So David Tennant is actually 11 and 12. The 11th and 12th incarnation of the Doctor, making Matt Smith the 12th, the 11th, the 13th. Yeah. Yeah, so it would be nice to see how that kind of works out, and the fact that Clara, she already knows about regeneration because of the name of the Doctor. So yeah. So thanks for watching this review. I tried to keep it short, but it's not really short, is it? And I really wanted it to be funny too, but it's not funny at all. And it is 10 minutes. I try to keep videos short because it takes busy ages to kind of like export, put on YouTube. It takes a lot of time. So, you know, I try and shorten it down as much as possible. But it's 10 minutes. I'm looking at it now and it's about 10 minutes 40. So see you later. See you later. I'll try and get this review done by Boxing Day. So yeah.